we are adding trees. So, and a flagpole. I don't think you're going to see necessarily as much grass that was there, because that grass didn't naturally thrive anyways. There was a lot of patchy areas just from guests standing there watching parades and whatnot. But you'll see trees back, the flagpole coming back, and just kind of, I mean, our maintenance team has kind of taken it under their wing to refresh it. Scott?
Have you guys ever thought, I mean, you're going to add that new haunt, you said, for Fright Fest this year. Have you ever thought of maybe doing a week where you open up like the medical center if it's going to be there all year anyway?
For this, in the summer?
In the summer?
We have. We played with that idea. Corporate asks us to see how we can bring Fright Fest out earlier and earlier each year. And we priced it out, what does it cost for labor to bring in the makeup artists early, to get them hired and on payroll and all that kind of stuff. And was it worth just 1 week? I would think if you see us do something for Fright Fest, you might see us do it what we call our Read to Succeed week, which is that first week in August, which is our busiest week of the year, because that's when we can probably get the most eyeballs on anything. So if we do decide to do something like that, it would likely fall in that time frame. But we just haven't had a chance to pull the trigger just to do it for a short period of time and then lay off of it for 6 weeks or so. So, yes.
Are you guys repainting any rides?
We are. I'm so glad you asked that. We're painting Batman the ride. There's some in queue after, but Batman is guaranteed, and we have another one that we're hoping to do as well. Yes.
Two questions related to the show. One, I know it's going to be happening, but are you planning on bringing back your reality? And the second question is, what's up with the Victorian? Are you going to run shows, or is it going to be just for Susan Rosen and Fright Fest?
Sure. For karaoke, I cringed when I brought my children into Kidsopolis and they had to listen to karaoke the whole time that they were going down the slide. But, and I think Kathy would say the same. I don't know that they're bringing back karaoke this year. I don't think they can find a place that makes people happy. People that love to sing karaoke love to sing it, but people don't really like to listen to it. So. But in Hurricane, you know what? That's actually probably the best place. Go stand on that beach stage. Yeah.
Can you demo?
I know what you karaoke.
They'd have to make it free
Good
again.
reason. And then Pictorium, yes, entertainment is actually looking at trying to find something to do in Pictorium. We did start off with just doing Screams and Dreams back to back this year, and we ended up pulling it because only 40 people were going to those shows, so it wasn't really worth the staffing that was in there. But they are looking at what they can do in Pictorium that is new. It's a tough venue. It holds like 1,200, 1,500 people. It's a huge venue. It's a tough venue to work with. Yes.
Thinking of Fright Fest, is there any thoughts of ever bringing back the freak show element that you had for a few years?
Yeah, actually, when entertainment was pitching us their ideas for Fright Fest, that Cirque Electric is what they're kind of calling it, was kind of a freak show haunted house in Mardi Gras. So if the survey says people want to see a freak show, then I would imagine you'll see a freak show in there. Because people do like it. We are asked every year to get scarier and scarier and go ahead and try to go weird and scary. But there's a weird space in that too. So it's tricky. It's a tough balance. Scott.
You were speaking of Screams and Dreams. Have they ever thought about putting that on video, or is that on DVD?
It is not, because there's music in there that we don't have rights to outside of our park, and we can't. Because to put it out on a website or social media, you have to buy external rights. It's very expensive. And from what we've done on a cost analysis of who we think would buy it, it does not pay for it. So, yeah.
What were you doing with the Raging Cajun spot?
Raging Cajun spot for this summer, and I believe next summer, is going to just be as you see it. But we're going to use it for Fright Fest because it's going to become. When you go into the picnic grove, into this whole new haunted area, you're going to enter at Raging Cajun. And once you get into the Raging Cajun space, there's going to be like a party in there. My understanding is they're going to try to like DJ, black lights, like kind of keep things cool and hip and interesting and in that line while you're waiting to get into the haunted house. So it'll be used for Fright Fest, but not for the summer. Anybody else?
Opening day was when?
I'm sorry?
Opening day?
Opening day is May 2nd. Nolan.
I know you already talked about the actual square, but I'm curious what's going to happen with the area in front of the railroad station.
Do you know? Has Garrett gone over plans with you?
It's coming back. The railroad station will be in use. It was in use last year, it was just difficult to find, so the majority of the remaining stage, the screen that was put up there is coming down and it's being reopened so that it's easy to access and you can tell that it's actually a railroad station again. So, but it's not going to be exactly like it was, but it's coming back for use.
Yes, Jen.
And the other station?
And the other station is still going to have Goliath in front of it.
But
That's
at this point, we have it planned and scheduled to operate with both stations open. So we're going to try to reconfigure that Goliath queue so that we can use both stations. 'Cause we really want to bring back the railroad, and it's going to be operating for much longer this season, including during Fright Fest is the plan at this point.
Yes.
Any rides going backwards this season?
Not at our park. Everybody else is stealing our thunder. You can go down to, I believe, Georgia and ride back. Yeah, I don't believe there's any plans. Viper, no. American Eagle, I always feel like we just kind of pull that one from the hip if we're going to do it. But I don't believe we're planning on it this year. And definitely no Batman backwards this year. Those chassis are somewhere else. Yes.
Is Batman staying the same colors or is it going to turn?
I believe Batman's going to stay the same colors. It's probably whatever WB dictates to us to say paint it this. We will say, okay. Good. Well, thank you guys so much for having us and supporting us. I know you guys came on a long ride with us for Goliath from opening May 22nd to May 26th to June 1st to June whatever to June 19th, and then it rained for 9 days and this. But we really appreciate your support, and you know, we do dig into your comments. We read Facebook, we read blogs and forums and video comments. We do dig into those, and you know, we always appreciate your feedback. So thank you guys so much for being supporters of ours.